Hi, I'm Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. I love all things home decor, wedding, and DIY. I've been doing a 4-part series for Valentine's Day, and this is the second part. If you want to check out my last video, I showed you guys how to make a felt garland perfect for Valentine's Day and to dress up your mantle or any party or event. In today's video, I'm going to continue the series on how to create a cute gift box for Valentine's Day. This is a perfect way to dress up any gift and just make it a little bit more exciting for the person who's receiving it. As always, I have my free templates down below so that you can also follow along this tutorial. What you will need for this DIY: my free template, craft box, craft paper, heart punch, glue, and foam tape. For this DIY, you're going to need 12 different photos. I found that it is easier to do all the prep work up front on your phone. So what I did is I went through and I screenshot 12 different photos, and here's how I'm going to edit them. First, I'm going to click edit, and then I'm going to resize, and I'm going to go up here to the ratio and click square. From here, I'm going to center it, make it look good. And then after I recentered it, I'm going to go over to the filters, and I'm going to find a good black and white filter, just like that. And then if I need to, I will make any other adjustments like exposure, making sure the whites aren't too white, add some contrast if needed. And then once I'm done with that, I clicked done. And I will do that with all 12 photos. And then from there, I will airdrop them to my computer. So after you have your 12 pictures edited and made into a square, you are going to pull up my free template, which is linked below in the description of this video. You'll click this button to upload your files. Obviously, I have already gone ahead and uploaded all 12 files. So what you're going to do is bring it in by clicking, and we are going to minimize the size. Our goal right now is to make sure there is no blue showing. The blue is a guide to help tell us whether or not our picture is filling the frame. And at the end, we will bring the actual frame to the front to cover any uneven lines. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start resizing and adjusting where all of this will go. As you can see right here, if you zoom in, there's a little bit of blue showing, which just tells us that this isn't correctly placed. So use that blue as a guide. That's why I left it there. Okay, now that we have them all filled in, I'm going to zoom in, and we are going to make sure all of that blue is covered. As you can see right here, it's not, right here is not, right here it's not. Just get like a little bit more detailed eye once you are fully done. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm going to zoom back out. And now I'm going to click on our frame, and I'm going to detach image from background. You're gonna re-put it in here. Canva is just kind of weird about it. So if you see all these lines are perfectly straight, you know that you did it right. So I put it in place, and then now I can't touch it. And what we're gonna do is we are going to share, download. You can do a PNG or you can do a JPEG, whatever is your preferred way of doing it. Obviously try to make the size and quality as good as you can so that then when you go to print it out, it looks its best. So I'm going to go ahead and download that. And then from there, you can either print at a print shop, I've done that before, or you can do it at home if you have a good printer and printer paper. This is how you're going to size it. So I'm going to insert, image, upload from computer, found that download I just did. I'm going to insert, I'm going to click, and then there's these 3 dots, size and rotation. At this current time, it is 6.5. I think I'm gonna do 5, feels about right for my box size. And this is very similar with Word document. And so now that it is at 5, I'm going to go File and Print. Now that we have our picture printed out, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the excess. Now that we have our picture all done, we can go ahead and start on our box. So we will set this aside. Now that we have our box, if you have any hardware on it, just go ahead and remove that. I'm gonna start with the lid. I'm gonna start by putting our picture on our box and just having it centered to give us an idea of spacing. So from there, we are going to start and cut out our heart shapes using our heart punch. And this is about in a 1-inch heart punch. And of course, if you don't have a heart punch, you can just go ahead and cut those out by hand. Now that we have a ton of hearts, we are just going to start laying them out. Remove this and know that that center part won't need more hearts. I prefer a grid pattern just because I like things to be somewhat consistent. So I'm going to do that. And these papers that I picked out I thought were nice in Valentine's Day, but they also are a little bit masculine because I will be giving this to my husband. Since we have 3 different colors, it's really easy to do an alternating design. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and space these out the way that they need to be. Okay, so I have gotten them in a place that I like, and I'm just going to repeat this pattern all the way along the box. As I can see, I'm going to put this kind of centered. There's quite a few I can get rid of. These 3 are just going to be covered up, so I'm just going to remove them so I don't waste them. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. Now that we have the hearts glued down, I want to add our picture in the center for the personal touch. So instead of gluing it straight to the box, I want it to be raised just a little bit. So I'm going to be using these foam stickers, which will add a little bit of depth. I'm going to add them all over the back of the picture. So now that I have the foam stickies on the back, I'm going to center it on the box lid. Now the lid is done and we're going to move on to the bottom. So here is the bottom of the box, and we are just going to repeat that process all the way around the box. I hope you guys really enjoyed this DIY. I had a lot of fun creating it for you. I actually did this for my husband a few years ago when we were dating, and it just made the gift giving process a lot more fun for me. It adds a little DIY touch to it, and then of course you can add whatever gifts inside. And of course, if you do this every year, you can make it a little bit different and add new photos from the year, which just makes it that much more special. If you like this video, please like and subscribe down below, and please leave me a comment if you have any other Valentine's Day suggestions for videos. I'm Nikki, and these are all of my social media handles if you want to keep in touch with me and my personal life. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.